Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the service this morning. We're all sitting very quietly and still this morning. It's a little bit cold, so it won't last too long, hopefully, the service. But it is a service of communion when we gather around the table and celebrate this holy sacrament, when we remember that Jesus died for us. Today we're going to be looking at a story that I don't remember ever hearing from the book of Jeremiah, in which he has written down the words of God on a scroll and the king tears them up and throws them in the fire. And then we hear some other words from Jeremiah about this new covenant that God is instituting. But first we have some intimations. The first is about Messy Church, which is not able to happen at the moment because of the restrictions, but there is now a video online, mostly with Forbes in it, and a little bit of me for the children to be able to watch, and there are crafts for them to do and a story for them to listen to. So if you know anyone who has children or grandchildren, nieces and nephews, if you can look on our webpage, you'll find it at the top of the page and they can watch it and take part. To let you know, there will be a retiring offering today for Erskine Homes, which looks after lots and lots of veterans in different places around Scotland. And today's service is being recorded. I now have this here, which is a strange angle, but it's close enough for me to have the microphone which is attached to my earphone, so that people who are watching later can hear what I'm saying properly. And welcome to anybody who's watching online. Just to let you know as well, there is a telephone option for the weeks when you can't come to church, or for people you know who aren't able to come. There is a phone number which you can phone and you will hear the reading for the day and the sermon and a prayer. So it's quite simple. You just phone the number and listen. You don't have to do anything complicated. And it only costs the price of a local phone call. So if you can let people know about that, and it changes every week, so I think some people phone it once and think that's it, but you can keep phoning it any time of day or of the week. We've got lots of knitted angels, but if you want to keep knitting them, we still do need some more. And if you could let Leslie or Dorothy at Town Hill know how many you've knitted, that would be great. We're going to hand them out to children in the school and to people around the villages. There will be a service, a Blue Christmas service, on Sunday the 6th of December in Town Hill Church, and that's for anyone who finds Christmas difficult, which might be most people this year. But for anyone who's been bereaved in the last year or two, or who continues to grieve, they're welcome to come along, or for anyone who's facing other difficulties as well. There are Bible reading plans which I put out every week. If you'd like one of them, let me know. And a little bit of church family news that Robbie and Shara, who go to the church in Town Hill, have had a baby boy called Shiloh, so we offer them our congratulations. And I am going to be on holiday next week from tomorrow until the following Wednesday. During this time, pastoral cover will be available from the Reverend Muriel Willoughby at St Andrew's Erskine. And next week's service, which will be in Town Hill, will be led by a Church of Scotland deacon, Pauline Robertson, who works as a chaplain for the Sailors Society. There won't be any service online next week because of that, but you're encouraged to look at other churches and see what they're doing, especially St Andrew's Erskine and Gillespie, who are in our grouping within this special commission. Today is the last Sunday of the church year. Next week will be the first Sunday in Advent, if you can believe it. So that means that today is Christ the King Sunday, when we remember that Jesus is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I should say about communion, if you don't feel happy about taking it, then don't feel that you have to take it, but it has all been prepared as hygienically as possible. And we can't, at the end of communion, we would normally shake hands and hug and wish each other the peace. Instead of doing that, you can do it by sign language. So if you use your hands, and if you put all your fingers up and then have your thumb on your first finger, and that is peace, if you pull it like that. And then be with is like that, with, and then you is to the person. And I do you because it's a plural you. But so it's peace be with you, and then we can say that to each other. You can say the words behind your mask as well, but that's a different way of wishing each other the peace once we get to that.